So I don't understand Martin O'Malley's position or where he thinks he is in the Democratic primary right now, to where he says, "Oh, I'm going to stay in. I'm going to be the only one of the three amigos that has no substantial following to just remain. Because maybe if I'm lucky, I'll hold out long enough for Clinton to pick me as vice president because Sanders is too old." And really, that's the only thing he has going for him, is that he is the youngest out of the three of them, by quite a lot, actually. As a matter of fact, he's the only one that could run in 10 years and still be a viable candidate based on age solely. And even though I already expressed how frustrated I was with the Democratic primary because it's just Clinton and Sanders, and everybody else was whatever, that really is the result of most of those other Democrats that one would think would try out, such as Warren, such as Booker, such as Patrick, such as Gillibrand, Biden, even Gore. Let's throw him in there. Just people of that nature. They all quit or just said, "I'm opting out" because of Clinton being there and just being the juggernaut, taking everyone's vote and support within the Democratic Party, except for the few like me who have, uh, I guess, joined up with Sanders. But when you think of it that way, and you understand, I mean, everyone at this point gets that Sanders is the reverse version of her. And O'Malley just strikes me as a Bill Clinton wannabe. Or not even, I don't even want to sound that harsh because I really don't dislike him, but my problem is that he doesn't stand a chance. And I don't get where he could possibly think, "Oh yeah, I'm doing well at 3% in Iowa, and I'm doing great at 2% elsewhere, and even though I'm getting crushed in these polls, I'm still in third place. There's only two people for me to beat. They may be 40, 30, 50, 60 points ahead of me, but that's all right. I can still do it." I mean, if he really sits there and thinks that way, it's kind of delusional. And I know a lot of Republican candidates, especially the ones that have been in those lower debates, such as Huckabee, Santorum. The list goes on. Jindal, I guess now even Christian Pataki. Well, Pataki was always in there. Gilmore isn't even relevant anymore. You'd forget he was even running. But they all kind of figure that, oh, if we just keep it up, we can pull off some miracle and get the nomination, even though we can't even raise $1 million. So that's them. But the difference between the Democrat field and Republican field is that one is very small and one is very large. I typically think of a field being the right amount of about maybe 6, 7, 8 people. Uh, and I really can't understand how those people get the idea that if they just stay in there, they're going to win. But I also can understand how O'Malley will say, "Okay, well, if I stay in long enough with these two people beating me, if one of these two wins, they might pick me for vice president." I can't picture a Sanders O'Malley ticket or a Clinton O'Malley ticket. And honestly, who wants that? I mean, think about it. If you're the nominee of a party and you had 50, 70, 30, however uh, many percentage of the party's support during the primary at some point, why would you want to pick a guy that only had 3%? And they can't pick Biden again because he's already been vice president. So they'll have to pick one of the candidates that didn't run, or one of the Democrats that didn't run. Preferably somebody from New York or Massachusetts or New Jersey, just some blue state. They could go with Delaware again, but whatever. So all in all, I don't get where they even get the idea. He gets the idea. His supporters get the idea that he has a chance. I don't know anybody that supports him. Nobody in real life, nobody on the internet. So those people, for all intents and purposes, are living under a rock.